Keir, I want to ask you this. I just am thinking of the good folks in Louisiana where I'm from, who many of whom are big supporters of President Trump, who are watching this and have either already turned off the television or tired of us going on ad nauseum and think that it's very simple. They found no evidence of collusion, so move on. What's your legal take on that opinion?
Yeah, it's more complicated than that, and I understand the instinct to want to tune out here, based on certainly the pre-report press release and the other statements by the Attorney General that have been declaring loudly, followed up by Mr. Trump, no collusion, no obstruction, no exoneration even. But the problem, and Tanya, I think you were leading us into this question about how Mueller was looking at the obstruction case in particular. And so he says that he's bound by the Office of Legal Counsel opinion that he can't indict a president. He takes it that he's bound because he's a component of the Justice Department. The next part of that is, well, it would be unfair to either charge the president with a crime under those circumstances because, believe it or not, the way prosecutors view a criminal trial is that's a chance for you to clear your name. And that's what Mueller was saying, that because he couldn't indict Mr. Trump wouldn't have the opportunity to clear his name. So he says, I'm not going to state in my report that Mr. Trump committed a crime. I'm bound not to say that in my report because he's not going to have an opportunity to clear himself. I can state, if I reach that conclusion, I could say there was no obstruction because that would clear him. But he's tied, the policy ties his ability to affirmatively reach the conclusion about a crime. Therefore, all he does is lay out the evidence. And so I think all of us are left with deciding whether or not Mr. Barr and Mr. Rosenstein, when they wrote their initial letter saying, well, Mueller didn't conclude, but we're going to, and there's no obstruction. Okay, they made their opinion.
Should Congress have made that determination? That's the question.
I think we all have to, I think we're all going to have to look at this conduct. Not all of us are lawyers, and Congress wouldn't conduct a prosecution. They would potentially be looking at this through the impeachment lens, which isn't a strictly legal proceeding. But all of us also, I think, need to look at this conduct and say, should the president have had to have aides save him from himself?